There are so many up and downs the marbles are having. Hello everybody, I'm Unicorn, your host and commentator. Today I'll be taking over your play-by-play for today's tournament. We're starting round 3 of the Estate Corona Marble Tournament. So, the Marvids will be released once the 7th marble passes the second funnel. So remember, it's very important not to get beaten up by the Marvids, but you'll have a bigger bonus if you get first place. And here they go, circling round and around to funnel number 1. Trying to get into the hole. And River takes the lead into funnel number 2, followed by Sun, Electric Eel, Orange Swirl, and Mermaid. Blue Tie-Dye 6, Hydrangea 7th, Slime being the 8th one there, Measles 9th, Chameleon 10th, and Sun takes the lead into funnel number 3, followed by Hydrangea, Blue Tie-Dye, and River. We have Measles being the 5th one there. Electric Eel 6, and it's going to be Mermaid triggering the Marvid release. Here are the Marvids circling round and around to funnel number 1. Now they're entering funnel number 2. And what's this? Ooh, Sun makes a nice hit there on Hydrangea and takes the lead. We have Hydrangea being the second one into the dual pass, Blue Tie-Dye 3rd. And what's this? Red Velvet getting clobbered by the Marvids into funnel number 3, but now she gets her cool back. And what's this? Slime, Chameleon, and Orange Swirl also getting attacked too by the Marvids. Not looking good for any of those marbles. Oh, Hydrangea takes the jump, and she gets stuck into the path. Oh, and Mermaid also got pummeled by the Marvids too. And so did Measles. And Blue Tie-Dye got stuck right into the half circle, getting freed by that Marvid. Back up front, we see Sun entering the final funnel. You can see her down there in the second camera angle. Followed by Electric Eel, and Blue Tie-Dye slips over the edge of the squiggly rail, and he's also going to get the negative 1 point penalty. And we have Sun coming in first, Electric Eel second, and one of the Marvids chasing him down the finish line, and 10 marbles will be getting the negative 1 point penalty in the survival of the fittest. And now they're going to the hospital. This is a horrible start in this tournament. Now they got recovered in time for round 2 out of 16. Time to beat right now is Sun with 1 minute and 47 seconds. We have Hydrangea taking the lead to funnel number 2, followed by Rocky Mountain. She's hungry for the opening. And now she takes the lead to funnel number 3, followed by Slime, Electric Eel, and Rocky Mountain. We have Blue Tie being the 5th one there, Measles 6th. And Mermaid, for the second time, will trigger the Marvid release. Here are the Marvids entering funnel number 2. Measles was really hungry for that spot. Hydrangea takes the lead and gets stuck into the alternating Y, getting freed by Measles. Oh, and we have Chameleon getting attacked by the Marvids, along with Sun and River. Sun getting closer and closer. Oh, and she found this impossible opening coming out of nowhere, taking the dual paths. And River frees the Marvid into the alternating Y. We have Orange Swirl and Chameleon getting pummeled there into funnel number 4 by the Marvids. Things aren't looking good for the bottom 2. Meanwhile, back up front, we see Hydrangea taking the battle path through the roller coaster, loop through the peg maze, and into the final stretch. You can see her down there in the Kodak camera angle. She's trying to find the opening, and she crosses the finish line first, and here come the rest of the marbles. Measles snakes by Rocky Mountain and takes the top 3 spots. Mermaid's trying to find the opening, and there's Slime entering final funnel. She's hungry for 6th place, but one of the Marvids just stole 6th place from her, and she's going to get the negative 1 point penalty and will be joining Blue Tie-Dye, Red Velvet, River, Chameleon, Orange Swirl, and Sun. I've never seen this before my eyes. 7 infected marbles getting the -1 point penalty. It's also important to wear a mask when you go out in the community. Alright, time for race 3, and the best time is Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it this time. Blue Tie-Dye takes the lead into funnel number 2, followed by Measles and Mermaid. We have River being the 4th one there. Chameleon 5th, Electric Eel 6th, Hydrangea 7th, Sun 8th, and Measles takes the lead into funnel number 3. This is the last safe funnel before the Marvids get released. And Rocky Mountain's gonna trigger the Marvid release for race 3 out of 16 in this event. Here come the Marvids entering funnel number 2. Chameleon being the 7th one into funnel number 4. Oh, Orange Swirl getting striked by the Marvids into funnel number 2. And it seems like he didn't want to do anything about it. Let's see if he can recover from his loss. And it looks like Slime is about to beat all the Marvids. She's gonna be really lucky. She's trying to stay ahead, and now Sun gets stuck into the dual funnels and frees herself, making a good hit there on Slime. Mermaid taking the jump, as well as Mermaid. Mermaid getting stuck into the half circle wheel, getting free by Hydrangea. And Hydrangea barely misses her turn, and she falls off the track. Meanwhile, back up front, we could see the top 4 marbles entering the final stretch in the Kodak camera angle. Measles snakes by Chameleon, snakes by Mermaid, snakes by Electric Eel, and takes first, scoring 12 more points. We have Electric Eel taking 2nd, Chameleon 3rd, Mermaid in 4th. Here's one of the Marvids entering the final funnel, River taking the 5th spot, and one of the Marvids stealing Sun 6th. If she were to beat one of them, which is highly unlikely, she would be saved. But she, Slime, and Rocky Mountain will be joining Orange Swirl, Blue Tie-Dye, and Red Velvet. But it's okay, they just got recovered. It's time for race 4. The best time is still Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it. And she takes the lead into ball number 2, followed by Orange Swirl, Mermaid being the 3rd one there. We have Rocky Mountain in 6th. And Hydrangea is gonna take the lead into funnel number 3. Funnel 2 is the last safe funnel before the Marvids are gonna get released. Electric Eel being the 5th one there into funnel number 3, and Slime will trigger the Marvid release. We have Mermaid taking the funnel number 4, Orange Swirl being the 5th one there into funnel number 4, the Marvids entering funnel number 2. And Hydrangea is the leader, followed by River, Electric Eel, and Mermaid. What's this? We have Blue Tie-Dye and Sun getting pummeled by the Marvids, and Blue Tie-Dye got his cool back. The Marvids would have almost been able to take on Blue Tie-Dye. Sun and Blue Tie-Dye getting pummeled there by the Marvids into funnel number 4. And Slime gets stuck into the dual funnel, getting freed by one of the Marvids. And River will spin the wheels, take the squiggly pen, and take the alternating Y, and Hydrangea back up front will take the final stretch. You can see her down there in the Kodak camera angle. She's trying to find the opening. She was hungry for 12 points. And she makes it there first. Wouldn't be able to beat her best record. There's one of the Marvids, and Chameleon just comes out of nowhere trying to beat that Marvid. And one of the Marvids stealing 6th place from Electric Eel. And 7 marbles are going to get the -1 point penalty. And now they're recovered in time for race 5 out of 16. Best time is still Hydrangea. Let's see if she can beat it. We have Measles taking the lead to funnel number 2, followed by Hydrangea. We have Slime coming into the bottom 6. Hydrangea takes the lead into funnel number 3. followed by Rocky Mountain and Electric Eel. We have Orange Swirl being the 6th one there, and Measles is going to trigger the Marvid release. Chameleon's all by himself, stuck in funnel number 2. He definitely has to watch out for the Marvids. Oh, poor Chameleon's getting pummeled by the Marvids! He's stuck in the Marvid chaos! And here are the first 3 Marvids entering funnel number 3. Now there's 4 before Chameleon entered the 3rd funnel. And now he's cheating ahead out of elimination, trying to stay away from the Marvids. But now he's getting striked again. Murph and Red Velvet's also getting attacked by the Marvids. Not looking good for her. We have Sun chasing the Marvid into the dual funnels, and Mermaid is also getting pummeled by the Marvids into the dual funnels. Things aren't looking good for her. Meanwhile, back up front, Hydrangea takes the final stretch. You can see her down there in the Kodak camera angle. Trying to find the opening. Could she finish quickly? She will cross the finish line and get a new record of 1 minute and 35 seconds. That's a brand new record for Hydrangea. There's Slime and Rocky Mountain. Weasel's being the 4th one into the final stretch. There's one of the Marvids entering the final funnel. Orange Swirl wanted to beat the Marvids, but it's too late! He lost 4th place. 8 marbles will be getting the -1 point penalty and will go to the hospital. And just recovered in time for race 6 out of 16. The best time is Hydrangea's new record by 6 seconds. Let's see if she can beat her best record. And Mermaid getting stuck by herself into this final safe funnel before the Marvids get released. And she's going to be the 4th marble to enter funnel number 3, Measles 6th, and Hydrangea will trigger the Marvid release. And the Marvids are still in funnel number 1 now. Here come the Marvids entering funnel number 2. Sun trying to escape the Marvids. And she will enter funnel number 3 before the Marvids. Meanwhile, back up front, we see Hydrangea taking the lead to the dual funnels, followed by Blue Tie-Dye, Electric Eel, and Red Velvet. We see Measles being the 7th one there. Electric Eel 8th. Oh, there's 2 Marvids crossing the dual path. And poor Chameleon's still stuck up there in the Marvid chaos. And Red Velvet's getting pummeled there, as well as Electric Eel. Things aren't going so well for them. Oh, River got attacked by one of the Marvids, too! Meanwhile, back up front, Hydrangea takes the final stretch. Trying to find the opening. And here comes Blue Tie-Dye right behind her. Hydrangea finishing first, scoring 12 more points. Blue Tie-Dye's really hungry for that spot. And now he takes 2nd, and one of the Marvids chasing Rocky Mountain, and 9 marbles getting the -1 point penalty. Mario is still carrying the 9 marbles to the hospital. They're currently infected, and now they're just recovered in time for race 7. The best time is still Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it this time. Here they go, circling around and running to funnel number 1. Sun takes the lead to funnel number 2, followed by Weasels, Electric Eel, and Slime. We have one more funnel left till the Marvids are released. Oh, poor Red Velvet's still in last. She's ready for her immune system. She's getting the immune system ready for the Marvids, and Sun will be the 7th marble to enter funnel number 6, and the Marvids are now on the course again. Here they come into funnel number 2. Red Velvet needs to run away from the Marvids quickly. Oh, and poor Red Velvet just got clobbered by the Marvids into funnel number 2. Things aren't going so well for her. Orange Swirl being in the bottom 3. Blue Tie-Dye just cheating out on elimination for the second time. He should run away from the Marvids and not let his guard down on them. Oh, poor Blue Tie-Dye's getting pummeled there, along with Rocky Mountain and Red Velvet into funnel number 4. We have one of the Marvids chasing Blue Tie-Dye and Rocky Mountain on the other hand chasing the yellow Marvid into the dual funnels. Orange Swirl getting pummeled there too by the Marvids into one of the dual funnels. The back up front, Hydrangea taking the lead into the final funnel in the extra camera angle. You can see her there. And Measles is going to be the second one, Sun third, Slime 4. Mermaid 5th and Hydrangea will finish first, scoring 12 more points. Meanwhile, back up front into the final funnel, Slime and Mermaid cut in front of Sun. And what's this? Sun getting stuck, freeing herself, and River comes out of nowhere just trying to beat that Marvid. And Chameleon, Rocky Mountain, Orange Swirl, Blue Tie-Dye, Red Velvet, and Electric Eel are the bottom 6 that will be losing a point. Now they're recovered in time for race 8. Best time still Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it this time. And Red Velvet takes the lead into funnel number 2, followed by Slime and Chameleon. We have River being the 8th one there. And we have Blue Tie-Dye joining in as well, getting the immune system ready. And Rocky Mountain will be the 7th marble to enter funnel number 3. And now the Marvids are entering funnel number 2. We have Hydrangea trying to get into the hole, and she gets the lead by herself. And Mermaid getting pummeled by the Marvids into funnel number 3. Now they're entering funnel number 4. Rocky Mountain and Orange Swirl getting pummeled by the Marvids, and Mermaid is able to beat all the Marvids into funnel number 4. And there's that Marvid chasing her into the dual path. We have Hydrangea still up front. You can see her down there. Taking the penultimate. Oh, and she gets stuck right into the half circle. I'm afraid she's gonna get freed by Electric Eel. And now he takes the final stretch. Wait, what's this? Slime really slipping over the edge of the course? She's gonna get the -1 point penalty. Things aren't going so well for her. And I forgot that Chameleon had fallen off the track, too! And he's gonna get the -1 point penalty as well. That's not looking good. Oh, and Blue Tie-Dye and Red Velvet just came out of nowhere, trying to escape the Marvids and avoid the -1 point penalty. Rocky Mountain, Orange Swirl, Chameleon, and Slime are the 4 marbles that will be losing the point. And you can see Mario driving them to the hospital. And now we're on to race 9 out of 16. Thankfully just recovered. Hydrangea still has the best time. Let's see if anyone could beat it. We have Electric Eel and Red Velvet being the top 2 into funnel number 2. Red Velvet is not performing well as she could have. I wonder if this race will be turned around. We have Hydrangea being the 4th one there, River 5th into the 3rd funnel. And Orange Swirl is going to trigger the Marvid release. And here come the Marvids entering funnel number 2. We have Measles taking the lead back up front into the dual paths, followed by Hydrangea getting stuck. Free by Electric Eel. Oh, Sun is stuck into funnel number 3 with the Marvids. Things aren't going so well for Sun. Meanwhile, back at funnel number 4, we have Blue Tie-Dye and Chameleon also getting pummeled there. And we have a few Marvids beating out Chameleon and Blue Tie-Dye. Sun has an immune system, she's gonna get the negative 1 point penalty again. Let's see if she can make a comeback. Oh, we also got Red Velvet and Slime getting pummeled there into the dual vortex by the Marvids. Meanwhile, back up front we see, oh, Mermaid knocking Electric Eel off the track. That is not gonna count. And meanwhile, Hydrangea back up front is gonna score 12 more points. Measles taking second, River third, Orange Swirl fourth, Rocky Mountain fifth. And with the two blue Marvids trying to find the opening, and they will cross the finish line and beat out 7 infected marbles. And Mario's gonna drive them to the hospital to give them a treatment. And finally, they just got recovered in time for race 10 out of 16. Best time is still Hydrangea with 1 minute and 35 seconds. Let's see if anyone can beat it. Here you go, circling round, run. Orange Swirl takes the lead into follow number 2. We have Chameleon beating the 6-1 there. Blue Tie-Dye in the bottom 4. Red Velvet 10th. And Electric Eel is the 4th marble to enter follow number 3. Rocky Mountain's the leader. Hydrangea snakes by Rocky Mountain and takes the lead, and Slime is gonna be the 7th marble to enter follow number 3, while the Marvids have been released into follow number 1. Now Mermaid is running away from the Marvids. And now Hydrangea, Electric Eel, and Rocky Mountain all get stuck, and Rocky Mountain will do all the work before Blue Tie-Dye catches up to them. And Chameleon will cut ahead of the Marvids, trying to beat all of them. Oh, and there you see poor Mermaid, River, and Chameleon are all getting attacked by the Marvids into follow number 4. Things aren't going so well for them. We have Chameleon chasing that Marvid into the paths. Now into the blue funnel. Things aren't going so well for them. Meanwhile, back up. Oh, and we have Mermaid cutting ahead. Snaking in front of Electric Eel, beating all the Marvids. We have to take her to the hospital once this is all over. And Rocky Mountain will take the lead. Now, Hydrangea and Blue Tie-Dye will snake by Rocky Mountain and take the top 2 spots, and Hydrangea and Blue Tie-Dye will get stuck, and Rocky Mountain will free them and take the top 3 spots, followed by Electric Eel and Orange Swirl. Red Velvet coming out of nowhere, just trying to avoid the negative 1 point penalty. Mermaid being the 10th marble to finish, and Chameleon and River will be the 2 infected marbles getting the negative 1 point penalty. And there you can see Mario driving the infected Chameleon and River to the hospital, and now they both got recovered. It's time for race 11 out of 16. Hydrangea still has the best time. Let's see if anyone can beat it. And now she takes the lead to follow number 2, followed by Measles and Slime. With Blue Tie-Dye being the 4th one there, Red Velvet 5th, Mermaid 6th. And Measles will take the lead to follow number 3, followed by Hydrangea. Mermaid 3rd, Blue Tie-Dye 4th, Sun 5th. And Orange Swirl will trigger the Marvid release. Here they are, circling round and round to follow number 1. Now they're entering follow number 2. Meanwhile, back up front, Measles takes the lead to the dual paths, followed by Hydrangea and Slime. And what's this? We have Rocky Mountain getting attacked by the Marvids. Now he's going to be able to beat all of them and shade out on elimination. He should not be playing unnecessary games. He should have learned from his lesson. And Red Velvet is still having a hard time beating all the Marvids. One of the Marvids is fighting with the Electric Eel, still having a 1-on-1 there. Neck and neck rivalry. Rocky Mountain is still able to beat the Marvids into the red funnel. Meanwhile, back up front, we see Slime and Hydrangea entering the final stretch. But Slime is able to get her lead back and cross the finish line. Oh, River fell off the track! And Measles is about to cut in front of Hydrangea. And Blue Tie-Dye is having trouble fighting the opening. He's still having a neck-and-neck battle with Rocky Mountain. Now he takes the 6th place spot! Sun gets the 7th spot. Rocky Mountain finishing 8th, Orange Swirl in 9th. And with the first 5 Marvids crossing the finish line, Red Velvet, Electric Eel, and River will be getting the -1 point penalty. They're currently infected and they will go to the hospital, and thankfully we had a recovery. In time for race 12 out of 16. Still, Hydrangea has the best time. Let's see if anyone can beat it. There you go, battling out neck and neck into fall number 2. Rocky Mountain trying to find the opening, and he does get the lead. I'm sorry, that must be... Yeah, Rocky Mountain taking the lead to fall number 3, followed by Orange Swirl, Chameleon, Blue Tie-Dye, and Hydrangea. We have Mermaid 6, and Red Velvet will trigger the Marvids onto this course. Blue Tie-Dye making a nice hit there on Hydrangea. Orange Swirl takes the lead, followed by Hydrangea, Mermaid, and Blue Tie-Dye. And we can see Measles getting attacked by the Marvids into funnel number 3. We see Slime and Electric Eel trying to beat the Marvids. And now Slime is getting attacked too, as well as Electric Eel. And Measles is still stuck up there with the Marvids into funnel number 4. Things aren't going so well for her. And Slime is also getting pummeled there. And meanwhile, back up front, we see Hydrangea into the final stretch. And what's this? We have Blue Tie-Dye falling off the course, and he's gonna get the -1 point penalty. Hydrangea gets stuck into the bell path, as well as Mermaid. And Rocky Mountain comes out of nowhere, beating out Orange Swirl, taking 3rd place. And what's this? One of the Marvids comes out of nowhere, being Chameleon, River, and Sun. And that's a different movement in marble racing that we will see it again in the highlights. And now it's time for race 13. Hydrangea still has the best time. Let's see if she can beat her personal record. And here comes Orange Swirl taking funnel number 2, followed by Chameleon, Electric Eel, and Hydrangea. We have Sun coming down, as well as Mermaid. Chameleon, Orange Swirl, and Measles being the top 3 into funnel number 3, followed by Hydrangea and Electric Eel. And Blue Tie-Dye will trigger the Marvid release for race 13 out of 16. Mermaid making a good hit there. And Orange Swirl is going to take the lead again into the dual paths, followed by Hydrangea and Mermaid. We have Blue Tie-Dye coming down after Measles. River cheating out elimination, but now he's going to get pummeled by the Marvids too, and Sun's going to beat all the Marvids into funnel number 4. We have River and Red Velvet also getting pummeled by the Marvids. River chasing the Marvid into the dual path. We have Rocky Mountain and Chameleon getting attacked by the green Marvids into the dual funnel. Meanwhile, back up front, Hydrangea takes the final stretch in the second count. followed by Orange Swirl. You have Mermaid being the third one into the final funnel, and Hydrangea will cross the finish line first, scoring 12 more points. There's one of the Marvids entering the final funnel, though there's two. And Measles is going to take the fourth spot, and Blue Tie-Dye and Slime are going to beat all the Marvids, taking fifth and sixth. With the first two Marvids coming down, Rocky Mountain, Sun, Electric Eel, Red Velvet, River, and Chameleon will all be losing a point. They're currently infected now and will have to go to the hospital. And now, finally, they're just recovered. In time for race 14 out of 16. And the best time is still Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it. We have Hydrangea being in the bottom 6, as well as Mermaid, followed by Measles and River. Orange Swirl taking the lead to follow number 3, followed by Hydrangea, Sun, and Slime. Red Velvet being the 5th one there to follow number 3, Chameleon 6. And River is going to trigger the Marvid release. I've never seen that before. We have the top 3 entering fall number 4, followed by Sun and Chameleon. And we can see the Marvids entering fall number 2. We have Sun and Slime taking the dual paths, followed by Hydrangea, Orange Swirl, and Red Velvet. We have Mermaid and Electric Eel coming down. That's the third time Blue Tie-Dye has been playing unnecessary games. He is thinking that he can trick the Marvids, but he did not learn from his lessons. And he's not going to be able to beat them. He's about to get attacked by the Marvids again. As well as River, Rocky Mountain, and Chameleon. You gotta take these 4 marbles to the hospital once this is all over. And Measles is getting clobbered by the Marvids too. She has to go to the hospital as well. Meanwhile, back up front, we see Hydrangea entering the final funnel, followed by Red Velvet and Mermaid. And Hydrangea will cross the finish line first, taking her first place spot. Red Velvet second, trying to avoid the -1. Mermaid cuts the third. Sun crosses the finish line fourth. And we have Slime beating out Orange Swirl, taking 5th. And Blue Tie-Dye is somehow able to beat the Marvids. We have Orange Swirl taking 6th. And Blue Tie-Dye and Chameleon are going to take 7th and 8th. And River, Measles, Rocky Mountain, and Electric Eel are the bottom 4 that will be losing a point. And we can see Mario driving them to the hospital. And thankfully just recovered in time for race 15 out of 16. Best time still Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it. And here they go, round and round, circling, follow number 1 now. Orange Swirl takes the lead to follow number 2. Slime being into the bottom 6. Sun in the bottom 3, being third last. Orange Swirl takes the lead to follow number 3, followed by Hydrangea and Chameleon. Measles 4th. Mermaid and Slime coming down as usual, and Rocky Mountain will trigger the Marvid release for race 15 out of 16. And Hydrangea will be about to... Oh, she almost got the inside corner, but Measles is going to take the lead into the dual paths. And here come the Marvids, circling round and round to fall number 3. And we got Electric Eel beating all the Marvids. And now they're getting pummeled there. But Blue Tie-Dye is going to beat all the Marvids for the 4th time. We have Sun, Electric Eel, and River all getting pummeled by the Marvids into funnel number 4. Electric Eel still having some trouble. Things aren't going so well for him. And we see that Blue Tie-Dye is trying to beat the Marvids here into the dual funnels. And Blue Tie-Dye cuts right in front of that Marvid into the dual vortex. Meanwhile, back up front, Hydrangea takes the final stretch. followed by Rocky Mountain and Mermaid. Chameleon and Orange Swirl taking the 4th and 5th spot. Hydrangea across the finish line, scoring 12 more points. Mermaid 2nd, Rocky Mountain 3rd, Orange Swirl is 4th. There's 2 Marvids in the final stretch. Measles coming down 5th. Chameleon 6th, and Blue Tie-Dye tried to beat the Marvids, but he's going to be joining River and Sun, as well as the other 3 contestants, Red Velvet, Slime, and Electric Eel. And now, here they go for the last time in this Escape the Coronavirus Marble Tournament. The best time is still Hydrangea. Let's see if anyone can beat it. We have River and Red Velvet taking the top 2 spots into funnel number 2. Slime being 3rd last, and River takes the lead to funnel number 3, followed by Measles and Sun. Hydrangea being the 4th one there, Mermaid in 5th. Blue Tie-Dye coming in 6th, and Chameleon will trigger the Marvid release for the last time. And they can take on whatever they can. Seems like they don't really care if the marbles will escape the Marvids. The Marvids don't really care. Rocky Mountain's all the way in last into funnel number 3. We have Mermaid taking the top 6. Oh, now Orange Swirl is getting clouded by the Marvids. Things aren't going so well for him. And Red Velvet's able to beat all the Marvids. She's such a cheater. She thinks she can easily outmaneuver the Marvids. But she is still able to beat them. Oh, we see Slime, Orange Swirl, and Rocky Mountain getting pummeled there too. Into the dual funnel by the Marvids. Meanwhile, back up front, we see Measles, Blue Tie-Dye, and Hydrangea taking the final stretch. You can see them down there in the 2nd camera angle. And Hydrangea cuts across the finish line, followed by Blue Tie-Dye and Measles. We have River getting 4th, Mermaid in 5th, Sun in 6th, and Chameleon really comes out of nowhere, beating that Marvid. Just crossing the finish line. 7th, and Orange Swirl, Slime, Rocky Mountain, Red Velvet, and Electric Eel are the 5 marbles that will be losing a point, going to the hospital. And here's Hydrangea, this week's winner once again with 163 points. How did you get stuck into the alternating Y once and into the bell path twice?
Well, I will tell you that's not a big challenging match for me. Not even the Marvid quarantine, but Rocky Mountain does all the work when there's traffic jam in this course, and I always get first. And my only goal is to not just escape the Marvids, but is to score as many points as possible.
Wow, Hydrangea developing a good self-esteem there. Let's look at the highlights. Into funnel number 4, Hydrangea tried to take the lead, but Sun snags it from Hydrangea. And she lost the lead. We have Slime trying to find the opening, but she just got robbed 6th place. She could have got 7 points. Here we are into round 3. Sun getting smacked by one of the Marvids in the last funnel. Let's see what. Oh, and Rocky Mountain just gets stuck there, the squiggly rail. And Chameleon's getting banged on by the Marvid into the funnel number 4. He tried to beat the Marvids, but it's too late. Let's see what happened here. Oh, one of the Marvids cuts right in front of Electric Eel and Red Velvet into the dual funnel. That's where River came out of nowhere trying to beat the Marvid. And let's have a look at the next route. There you can see there, Slime just slipped over the edge of the squiggly rail, and Chameleon missed his turn on the swing. We have Sun getting clouded by the Marvids into funnel number 3, as well as Chameleon. But Chameleon's able to beat them all. And what's this? We have Mermaid knocking Electric Eel off the track right after slipping over the edge of the squiggly rail. Not good, folks. Let's have a look here. This is a really close call. Rocky Mountain was able to free all the marbles by doing his work. Blue Tie-Dye makes a nice hit there on Orange Swirl. Oh, you see poor Rocky Mountain getting clobbered there by the Marvids into funnel number 3. And now he is somehow able to beat them in funnel number 3. And now we have the bottom 4 marbles getting assaulted there by the Marvids into funnel number 4. Rocky Mountain trying to beat them, but he lost it. And let's have a look here at the GoPro camera angle. Oh, and someone must have fallen off the track. Oh, and one of the Marvids really comes out of nowhere. Let's have a look at round 13 in this event. We have River getting smacked by the Marvids, as well as Red Velvet. And Rocky Mountain as well. Let's see what happened here. Sun just stole the lead. Oh, and Slime just slipped over the edge of the squiggly rail. And here's the final round. Chameleon getting battered by the Marvids. Orange Swirl making a nice hit there on the Marvids. Red Velvet beating out all the Marvids into funnel number 4. And here's the final highlight. Chameleon beats that last Marvid into the final funnel, and the Marvid chases him down the finish line. And here are the standings after the race. Hydrangea, Measles, and Mermaid will walk away with the most points. Chameleon will remain in last, and Red Velvet still fails to impress. We have Hydrangea staying in the lead, followed by Mermaid and Rocky Mountain. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like and comment, rate, subscribe, and share this video. And follow our social media down below. Click on the notification bell. For more information, please visit our website at marvelgenius927.com or call us toll-free at 480-843-1882. We will see you next time in Event 4.